Hello guys, in this video I will show you how to make Griffpatch's platformer game with Scratchcat as our player. So let me show you a quick demo. So press the green flag, the Scratchcat will spawn in the middle and you can move around using WASD keys. It has a nice animation. And we can jump using the W or the up arrow key. If we hold the jump button longer, it will jump higher. If you just press it, it will jump low. And a cool thing here, if we hold our jump button on a wall, it will wall jump like a real platformer. And also this platform right here is a jump through platform. We can jump through it, and if we press the down button, we can go out of it. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so make a new project, and I have already imported 3 sprites from the demo. So the first sprite is our Scratchcat, which has a bunch of animations. It has the idle, stand, you can jump, the pool, we have the walking animation, which is 4, it's 8 walking animations. If you don't want to make all of these yourself, you can go to the assets link in the description below. And we also have a hitbox here if you want to make your own sprite. Make sure it's the same size as the Scratchcat. Okay. And we have the platforms, which is just a simple lines. We have the jump through sprite, which is going to be placed there. So without further ado, let's get coding. So in the Scratchcat, we're going to make some variables. Gonna call this one speed X for this sprite only, speed Y for this sprite only, frame for this sprite only. Everything's gonna be for the sprite only. Falling for the sprite only, jump key for the sprite only. We have wall jump for the sprite only. I think that's it. We're not done yet. We have to make some more variables. Touch for the sprite only. In platform for the sprite only. And our last variable, slope, for the sprite only. We'll hide these. First thing we do is when green flag clicked, we will make a new block, naming it reset, run without screen refresh. And in the reset script, we will make everything here. So I'll first go to X and Y, we'll just put it in the middle. That's a nice spot. And we will set our rotation style left to right. We'll set our size to 25. We will go to front layer. We will reset our timer. It's going to be useful for the animations. And lastly, we'll show. In the variables, we'll put in 6 in here. We'll start with speed X and speed Y. Both of them are going to be 0. Falling is going to be 10. Our in platform is going to be 1. our frame is going to be 0 and our wall jump is going to be 0 too. And then we'll put in a forever loop. You'll put in a switch costume to hitbox, and we'll make controls jump and crouch. Don't need to tick the run without screen refresh. Put that there, and in the controls jump and crouch. In here we'll put in an if else, and we'll put in an or key up arrow pressed, or the W key is pressed. Then we'll put in an if our jump variable, jump key, is 1. Then we will set our falling. We'll set our falling to 6, and we'll put in an and. Our falling is less than 3. We'll put in a set our speed Y to 14, and we'll set our jump key back to 0. Else, we'll set our jump key to 0. We'll set our jump key here to 1 actually. I will put in an if our down arrow or our S key is pressed. Then we'll just basically set our in platform to 2. Our next custom block we'll make in gravity. We don't need to put the run without screen refresh. We'll put our gravity block here, and then we'll put in an if else. I will put our gravity here, that block. So if our speed Y is less than 4, or our jump key is pressed, up arrow or W, then we'll change our speed Y by -1. Else, we'll change our speed Y by -2. We will change our Y by speed Y, and we'll also change our falling by 1. We'll make a new block. We'll name it check hit ceiling or floor. We'll put in a boolean, which we'll put in up. Just type in up. And we'll run without screen refresh, make sure that. We'll put it here. And we'll put in a speed Y is more than 0, right here. Okay, so in here, I'll make another block, naming it get touching. Add an input, boolean, check platform, run without screen refresh, and in the check hit ceiling, you'll put in get touching to not. Just don't do anything with this, just not. And in the get touching, we'll put in an if else. We are touching our main platforms, which are the black lines. We'll set our touch variable to 9. Else, we'll put in if touching jump through platforms and check platform. We'll set touch to 1, sorry. Else, we'll put it to 0. Okay, let's continue with the check hit ceiling. We'll put in an if else. Our touch equals to 0. We will set our in platform variable to 1, else if and up, duplicate that, touch equals 1. Then we'll set our in platform to 2. After that, we'll put in a repeat until our touch variable is less than our in platform. We'll put in an if else. Our if else up will change y by -1, else we'll change y by 1, and after that we'll set our speed y back to 0, and we'll get touching, not our up boolean. Okay, before we go anywhere, we'll set our falling to 0 right here. Okay, so now we can put in an if our y, where is it? Our y position is less than -189, which is here. We are falling. Then we will reset our level, put in the reset block. We'll put in an if else. Our wall jump variable is more than 0. We'll change our wall jump by -1, else we'll make a new block named controls left and right. We'll not use the run without screen refresh. Put it there, and we'll move it right here. This will control our horizontal movement. So in here we'll put in a set speed x to speed x times 0.7. We'll put in an if our left arrow is pressed or our A key is pressed, then we'll change our speed x to -1.5. Duplicate that. If our right arrow key is pressed or our D key is pressed, then we'll change speed x to +1.5. Okay, so now let's make the side collisions. So if else our speed x is less than -0.5, you'll make a new block named walk, add an input direction, add another input speed, add a label max step, add an input step. We will run without screen refresh. Click OK, and in the walk we'll put in our speed x right here. We'll walk -90, which will walk left, and our max step, just follow me here, you don't need to understand this, +1 right there. We'll put in ceiling of abs of speed x. Got that? Okay. Now we will put in another if else. Our speed x is more than 0.5. I'll just put walk 90, else, we will set our frame to 0. Before we go anywhere, I've got to add in times 1.3, and that applies to the other one too. Okay, so now let's go to the walk direction, point in direction, change x by speed. We will change our frame variable, divide abs of speed divided by 8. We'll set our slope variable to 0. We will add the get touching variable, and we'll put in platform equals 1. We'll put in an if our slope variable is equals to the max step, or our touch is 0. We will change our y by 1, and at the same time we'll change our slope by 1, and we'll duplicate this, and that's it. Now we'll put in an if. We'll make this a repeat until, sorry. So I'll put everything there, and if our slope equals our step, we'll change x 0 minus our speed variable, duplicate that, change y by our slope. Okay, so we'll add in an if else. Our touch variable is equal to 1, and our in platform variable is 1, 2. We will walk the same thing. We'll just put in direction, speed, and step right there. And if our speed x is 0, then we will set our in platform to 1, and we'll set our in platform to 2 here. Okay, in the else place we'll put in an if else, and another and in here we'll put in our touch is more than 1, and in this and we will put in an or. Wait, no. We'll duplicate our up and jump key here, put it there, and our abs of our speed is more than 3.5. We'll set our speed y to 11. We'll set our falling to 6. We'll set our speed x to negative 1.3 times speed. Lastly, we will set our wall jump variable to 15, else we'll set our speed x to 0. And that's it for the walk. Now we want to add a new custom block. Wait, let me clean this up. Okay, we'll make a new block, naming it set costume. Will not run without screen refresh. Put it below the reset. We'll put in an if else block. Our falling is less than 6. In the if, we'll put in an if else. Our frame equals to 0. Then we'll switch costume to stand. Else we'll switch costume to floor of 4 plus, we'll put in a mod here, just follow me, frame mod 8. Else we will put in an if else our speed y is more than 0. We'll put in jump else fall. And now let's see this in action. Okay, so as you can see, I cannot jump, which is pretty weird. Oh, I see, we have a problem here. It was wrong to put in the jump key to 1. We'll put it 0 now, and let's see that in action now. Can play around, can jump, can wall jump, and everything is looking good. Okay, so that's the end of our video here. All credit goes to Griffpatch for making the platformer tutorial, and it's been good making this video. This is a very great platformer for beginners. It has all the animations, the basics, and everything you'll need. So anyways, that's it. Please like the video, subscribe if you want more videos, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.